Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom here, and today I'm going to show you how to create my new Loom Bug bracelet. The name Loom Bug was actually inspired from a friend of mine. She said they look like little bugs, so I don't know, why not Loom Bugs, right? So yeah, to make my new Loom Bug bracelet, it does take approximately 105 bands. That is if you do it as long as I did with 2 looms. You don't have to. You can use 1 loom, but you will need an extension. And this is a reversible design, so you can wear it on the twisty side as well, which I like also. But I personally like this side better. So without wasting your time any further, let's get started. To make this bracelet, you do need 2 looms. If you do not want an extension, you need them set up a line like so. 1 loom in front of the other to make it long, 1 Cclip and your hook. Today I will be using white for my border bands, and then I will be using a couple different jelly colors to make my little bugs. So to get started, grab whatever color border band you're using, and we're going to lay 1 here and 1 here, like so. Grab 2 more of your border band colors, and we're now going to lay them going vertical. 1 on the right side and 1 on the left. Just like that. Now we're going to start laying our X shapes. When we lay our X's, we will always start on the left, going up to the middle, and then crossing it from the bottom up to the left. So I'm going to start with pink, going up to the middle, and then we're going to cross it up to the left. And it's very important that you lay them in this pattern so that when we go to loop it, it loops correctly. We're going to do the same thing on the right side of the loom. So stretch it up to the right, and then cross back to the left. So it makes 2 X's. Now we're going to grab our border band again, and we're going to lay them vertically straight, like so. And now we can lay our X's again. I'm going to use red this time. And we're going to do the same thing, starting on the left corner, stretch up to the right, from the middle, stretch up to the left. Do the same thing. Starting from the middle, going up to the right, and then stretching back to the left. And we're going to do this all the way down the loom. After each set of your double X's, you're going to lay your vertical border band. It's pretty simple as far as the laying the bands go. You just want to make sure that you're laying it correctly, like I just stated, so you don't get messed up once you go to loop it. I like to push them down after I lay each set, just so I have room for my next set of bands, because you don't want them getting all tangled or twisted. Whoops. And you're going to just do this until you reach the top of your loom. And then once we reach the top, I'll show you what to do with your border bands. So I'm going to actually go off camera and just finish getting my X's laid, and then I'll come back and show you what to do next. So I haven't finished laying all my X's yet, but I just realized I told you guys to go all the way to the end of the loom, and I just wanted to say that for my verse size, I do not go all the way to the end of the loom. I count up from the very first set of pegs, and I count up 18, and that's where I stop laying my last X. Once I reach, like for example, if this was the 18th one, then I lay my last set of X's, and then we're going to cross our borders off on the 19th one. So I believe I would have 7 pins, counting from the very top down without any. It would be 7 empty pins. So that's what I do for my verse size, just in case you guys were wondering. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish laying my X's, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so once you reach the top of your loom, or the end of where you're laying your X's, like I said, this would be my 19th row here. The last ones I laid were my 18th row. You're going to take your border band color, and we're just going to bring it in on the top here. Bring it into the right, and then do the same on this side. It doesn't really matter which side you do first, like so. And now you're going to turn your loom around so the arrows are facing yourself. Make sure all your bands are pushed down. I've already done that. And now we're going to grab the same color as our border band, and we're just going to add a normal cat band onto this front center pin, like so. So now we can go ahead and start looping our bands out. Let me just zoom in a tad. So we're going to go inside our first band here, our cat band, push it out, and we're going to loom the 2 whites that we just laid. So one coming out to the left and one coming out to the right. And I'm sorry if my hand is like in the right corner of the screen. Once you do that, we're going to loom our bands that are like an upside down V. We're going to bring them up into the center. So go inside your left pin here, grab your color band, bring it up to the center. Coming into this right bottom right one, do the same thing. Go inside your cat band and grab that band and bring it to the center. Now we need to go inside the middle pin that we just looped. And what we're going to do is push, let me lift my loom a little. We need to move this top band right here out of the way and grab that next band that you see. So just move that very top band out of the way, grabbing that next band that you see, and we're going to bring it back down to the left. So basically that is the bottom of the band that we laid here. And now we're going to do the same on the right side. This side's a lot easier. If you come down into the band here, it's this band that you see. You're just going to grab that and bring it down to the right, like that. Push your bands down a little. And now we're going to bring these bands down into the center. So just grab a hold of that band and bring it down. Do the same on this side, grab it and bring it down. Now we're going to go inside this pin and bring the bottoms back, but up to these pins now. So push back all the top bands. And you're going to grab not the very bottom band, but you're going to grab the second to the bottom band and bring that out to the left, to the top left. Go back in, grab the very bottom band and bring that up to the right, like that. Once you've done that, now we can loom up our one border band. So it doesn't really matter if you do the left or the right first for this part. But for the X's, it does matter which ones you do first. So we're going to do that again. So we're going to go inside these bands here, grab the top band, bring it up to the center. Coming on the right, grab the top band and bring that to the center as well. Going inside that center, we're going to move the top band and grab the band that you see there and bring it back down to the left. Coming in here, you're going to grab that band and bringing it down to the right. And now we need to bring our V-shaped bands down to the center, always starting on the left. Excuse me. Bring them into the center. Now we're going to go inside this pin again. Or not again, but we're going to go inside this pin and grab the bottom two. But we are going to start by pushing the top two out of the way, grabbing the top band, bring it to the top left. Push back these bands, grab the bottom, and you're going to bring it to the upper right. Now we can loop up our border. And now we can move on to our next one. Up to the center, and up to the center. Push back the top band, bring that back down. Sorry about my hand, completely blocked that. Grab the other band and bring that to the right. And now we need to bring these down to the center. Push the top two out of the way, grab the top band and come out to the left. Push the top two, grab the bottom band and come up to the right. And now loop your border band again. I'm going to kind of turn my loom a little so hopefully my hand's not so much in the way. It's kind of more in the way, isn't it? Sorry. So I'm going to do this one more time, and then I will go off camera, finish looming out my X's, and then I'll come back when I'm done, after I do this one. That one doesn't go on. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest. This is what your loom should be looking like. And if you have any problems, just watch the previous instructions and I'll be right back. So once you reach the top of your loom, I've already looped up my white band to the very top. So you're going to go inside these two bands here, or just like move the color band out of the way. And we're just going to bring the last two white into the middle. Like so. Now what I do is I grab, you could probably put your Cclip on that, but I think it would be too hard. So I grab a border band color, which would be white, and just push your hook down through all of your bands and just pull that band up through that pin so that it's wrapped around all of your bands, and then reattach it so that both sides are on there. That is where we're going to place our Cclip. So I'm going to place that on now. Just get it around both of them. Don't do what I just did. Like so. So now this part you don't have to do. You can just pull it off of the loom, but I feel like it helps because if you pull it right off, it doesn't look quite as like nice and neat. So I release all these bands like this. Like I said, you don't have to do this, but it helps with, you don't have to fiddle as much at the end. I like my horizontal bands to be nice and straight and not crossing over each other. So as you can see, these are crossing. So I just like grab my hook and I grab the topmost band, and it's kind of like tucked in there. So I put, it's usually a lot easier than this. I get it in there with my hook, and I like pull and just kind of go like that, and it like tightens it, and then it makes them lay like straight and not crossing over one another. So I noticed by doing that, I'm trying to do this by looking in my camera. I noticed by doing it now and just giving it a little pull like that, it makes them lay nicer when you pull it off of the loom. So it's up to you if you want to take a second to do that. Otherwise, you most likely, when you take it off of the loom, are going to have to mess with the bands so that it looks nice. So if you decide to do that all the way down the loom. I just wanted to give you that suggestion. Otherwise, I always pop these two off with my hook. Then I grab the middle, and I just continue to pull up. Just be careful. Comes off rather easy. And without touching it, this is what it looks like on the back side. It kind of has like this twisty look, which I actually really like. And then on the other side, it looks like this. So as you can see, some of them are twisted, some are not. Now for this bracelet, I actually like wearing it this way, upside down. Excuse me, because I just think it looks better. But yeah, so this is what I meant. See how these bands are a little bit crossed? I don't like that. I like them being as straight as they can be. It looks better. And I also push those down so that you can see more of the vertical bands, because that is what gives this design a cool look. So I know some people may not care, but I am very particular, especially when I'm off camera, about how my bracelets look. So I really do a lot of messing with them to get them exactly how I want them to look. But if you want it to look like mine does in the picture, that's what I did. I made sure that my horizontal bands are straight, and then I push them down so that you can see these vertical bands more. And I just think it looks a lot cleaner. So yeah, so if you do that all the way down, and then you come around here, and you just attach it to the capping that we made in the beginning. And then voila! There you have my completed Loom Bug bracelet. This is my own original design. I super duper love it. I hope you guys like it as well. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already, and hit the subscribe button also. It would really mean a lot to me. And if you have an Instagram, please tag me at Loves to Loom, because I love seeing your guys' creations. And here is the reverse side now that it's hooked. So I hope you guys like this video and tutorial. I almost thought I wasn't going to be able to make it because I couldn't remember how I created it, but I found my video. So kudos to that, and I will see you all at my next video. Bye!